Okay, tonight I'm going to show you how to make savory bread pudding with mushrooms and Parmesan cheese. I've never made this before, so this is a total experiment, but I like the idea of this for a couple of reasons, and I want you to think about that you could probably put anything you can imagine in here. If you have some bread, you know, a loaf of crusty bread that you, for some reason, is left over from a party or something, you could use it, and that's the whole point. So, okay, so now I have a bunch of bread, and I had to use a huge bowl to put it all in. So this may be even more bread than I really need. But what I'm going to do is, instead of measuring out everything, I'm just going to put a bunch of olive oil in here, and what I think is about a quarter cup. Nah, probably more. Yeah, maybe about a quarter cup. And then I'll put my garlic, and since I'm not using fresh thyme, that's it. And I will put it on a baking sheet. I'll show you that in a second. And then I will put it in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. And so that's probably a lot more garlic than you need, but I love garlic. I think it tastes good. I think it makes everything taste good. So I will put this in the oven spread out on a baking sheet for 20 minutes, and I'll probably stir it a couple of times so it gets really nice and crunchy, and in the meantime I'll show you. So now what I'm doing is sauteing the vegetables that are going in here, and like I said, you can put in pretty much whatever you think would taste good. I put in baby portobello mushrooms sliced, I put in oyster mushroom sliced, and shiitake mushrooms sliced, so it'll be really yummy. And I put in sliced up celery, sliced up onion, and that's it. And this is what it looks like. It's all cooking here in about a 3/4 stick of butter. And I'm going to cook that up until it's really sauteed, and everything is soft, and everything is maybe even a little brown. I'll probably brown it pretty good. And then you'll see what I'm going to do. Okay, now we have everything. You see how the vegetables were and now how they are. They're really down and kind of brown and soft and wonderful. We've got the cream and the eggs with salt and pepper all whipped up here. And these nice squares of garlic, olive oil, bread. So what I'm going to do with these to assemble everything is I'm going to put them all in this big, giant, huge bowl that I originally had them in. And I'm going to mix in the vegetables. And then I'm going to pour in the cream. It seems like it's so good, like just right now, like I don't even know why I'm going to do anything else to it. So I hope that the finished product is as good as it seems like it is without me making it into a kind of bread pudding, but we'll see. What do you think?
I think it looks like a quiche. The ingredients.
That's a good point. This is a little bit like a quiche, except, well, I mean, if it didn't have
not as finely mixed.
If it didn't have these bread chunks in it, it probably would make something like a quiche. But instead, because it has the bread, it's going to make a bread pudding. So that's it. I'm going to stir in this mixture right here with 8 eggs and 3.5 cups of cream. Although I ran out of cream, so it doesn't have as much cream, so we'll see what that does to it. And there's salt and pepper in here. And I also had, this is the finished product. Wish you could smell it. It smells so good, and it's all brown and bubbling, and I'm sure it's going to taste great. And I wish you could come over and have some. Go back and put some salt and pepper on the bread. Okay, so I'll mix this all together, and I'll put it in here, which is 13 by 9 by 2, and I have this all butter, whatever you call that, greased, buttered, whatever, and I will bake it for I think an hour at 350, and it'll be yummy, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, before I put this in the oven, I want to show it to you. It looks really beautiful in here, and I did put a lot of Parmesan cheese on top. I think that's probably really important. So I'll put it in the oven, and I'm realizing it's not going to look all that different when it comes out. If it does, I'll show it to you, but basically this is it, and I'll let you know whether I think it tastes good or not. So this is the finished product. Wish you could smell it. It smells so good, and it's all brown and bubbling, and I'm sure it's gonna taste great. And I wish you could come over and have some.